live now. We are live and rolling.
I wonder if they can hear us.
I believe. I can see it. I have full faith.
Confirmation of audio. Chat.
I can see the little jumping boxes.
Chat, if you can hear us, gift 50 subs. show of subs. Who can hear us?
Otherwise, we don't believe you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is episode 26 of Arc 4 of Better Than Heroes. If you're new to our stream, welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the level 11 Kreen fighter.
I'm Angel Ovredahl, and I play Flute, a.k.a. the Windrider, a human bard warlock.
I'm Jordan. I play the Moonboy, and I just turned off my AC.
I'm so proud of you.
Very nice. My name is Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer. The Artificer who invented the top on this Gatorade.
Magically sealed. Why don't you counterspell it?
There we go. Oh, I've done it.
I think it would technically be Dispel,
20.
but...
And I'm Harlan Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master of this game, and I play everybody else, except for the moon.
Except the moon.
Yeah. Hey, tonight we are going to play some 5e. Hey! Spelljammer. Inspire Dungeons and Dragons. It's really hot in here, you guys.
Yeah, it's really hot.
It's
Fucking
insane.
same. Oh my
Just
god.
give the sun what it wants. It's time to start negotiating.
It is. Cause and effect. It's too much.
We are going to play some 5e Spelljammer inspired Dungeons and Dragons, but our show is live soundtracked by the wonderful Jason Wardell. You can It is directed by K.A.I. of Tiger Moon Productions. And it is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. So, huge thank you to everyone who has done that. Hit the subscribe, you become a patron, you make the show possible. You help us pay Jason and Case and help us cover the costs of making this stream possible and better. So if you love the show and you want to see it grow, please consider supporting us on our Patreon, on Twitch, by hitting subscribe. Hitting follow helps too. You can pick up some sweet Better Than Heroes merch, like this t-shirt on our Teespring. Go to that. You can also just tell your friends about the channel.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We have a podcast. You can listen to Arc 1 on all the places where you get podcasts.
It's true.
And you can do some cool throwback listening. It's a really fun season, and you should check it out.
Yeah.
Also, Spelljammer is coming out this month, so
it's
if
real.
you want to,
That's crazy.
if you want to refresh yourself on what we were doing at the beginning, and if you guys are playing Spelljammer, with your friends, recommend the channel. I'll stop talking about it.
No,
Thanks
you're right.
for
You're right
listening.
about all things.
Thanks for listening, and thanks for joining us on your Monday night. We're excited to play some D&D for you, but first, it's time for last week's recap.
Last week's recap, previously on Better Than Heroes. Still within the depths of the Azure Forge, the crew, desperately attempting to break out of their puzzle prison, broke apart the central console of the prison. This is an ad-lib. This is an ad-lib.
Do you need a suggestion?
Where I am today. I need a suggestion of a Better Than Heroes event and an occupation.
Space Tornado.
Space Tornado.
Golden
Sky
Door.
Wizard.
Okay, it's too much. I know what
Threatening
happened
gifts.
last time, so we're just going to break it down. Look, you and me, listener, here's what happened. We're not going to have all the flowery language. We were stuck in the prison puzzle. We've been there forever. It's getting so grating on our lives. We have so much to do. We broke apart the central console of the prison puzzle to try to break out, and we discovered that it was casting spells on us, but we stopped all of them from going off. Then we explored our bespoke, personalized golden doors, first starting with K.A.I's, which was filled with scrolls, which were intended as a gift from Mia to K.A.I, with a cheeky note talking about taking a good look at K.A.I's future. There were a bunch of powerful spell scrolls, and we left them there, because fuck that guy. Then we went and took a look at Klik's room. Inside was a horrible, haunted-looking crown, which called out to Klik in Kreen voices. Then we tried to move forward through the logical next door, but somehow wound up back in the plant workshop, where all the craftling tattletales still were, and they were all talking shit, and we were having to deal with that, and it was super stressful. Then we attempted to backtrack and got ourselves stuck in a tiny golden prison cell like Noel the skeleton remover had described to us. A tiny little version of Mia came in there to talk shit. We hooked him through the portals that were in there. He's on a constant loop, so that's pretty funny, but we're still trapped. And then K.A.I was able to hack the portal using the knowledge that he had gained from Madeira, the giant crystal entity. We hacked that portal, and then that was the end of the episode. And then it was now, and then I don't know what happened. What will it be? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes.
Woo! You did it! You did it!
Hello. Welcome to everybody who jumped over from Lords and Ladies of Fate. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you had a good stream. We are at the beginning of ours. We're going to play some 5e Spelljammer inspired Dungeons and Dragons today.
You're just in time.
We just portal with our minds.
Portal makers.
So cool. Yeah. We're going to start off here with just me and K.A.I for a moment. So as you have hacked this portal, Aaron. You've followed the instructions of that gym elemental guardian of some sort, and you are here, and something happens to you that before, when you, like in this description, you would go into the corridors, this place between that has been specifically built by Florial. And the description of this ability too was to be able to go back there. But it does not take you there when you do this, because it needs to be a Florial portal to take you there. But it does take you somewhere. And you have a similar experience as you've had before, once in an infernal underground where you were sucked into some machinery. And at a few other moments where your consciousness has gone into technology. So that happens here. And you just, as you crack it and you feel the portal engage, and you feel this tug, and your consciousness is just drained out of you quickly. And you all see K.A.I, he doesn't go limp, and you all know what's happening on the outside. He just kind of like connects with it, and there's a glow, and it just rooms down for a moment. And
my body goes through a routine of pre-programmed movements, indicating that I am elsewhere and will return shortly.
Absolutely.
Sure dance.
Shortly. Yeah, do a little dance.
I think Moonboy and I are asleep, right? I went back to sleep after being woken up.
Sure, you absolutely, for flavor reasons, can be asleep.
Oh, we are asleep and resting in the long fashion.
So K.A.I, you see this pink-purple haze all around you, and again, you don't have a corporal form here. You're just kind of this hovering mist. that it kind of takes form, to like resemble your body, but you're just not in your golden metal body.
Yeah, you can see my chakras.
And you see the first thing you see inside of this pink haze is what looks like the portals themselves, and they just have it looks like rope in the wind coming from the back ends of them, and a few of them are connected, but mostly it's just like flowing out into nowhere. You also can see, in a similar way that you had like the overhead shot on the map of this 3x3 vault, you can see like up above you 9 squares that again looks like you're below it, and these squares are just floating in space. They're just like solid objects, and like that there are golden doors all around the edge. You can see these golden orbs floating around the 3x3 squares, and you can see it looks like shiny purple string connecting them all in a way that you, Kai, would like immediately line up with the connection of the purple portals. So it's like you can see the strands connecting all of them where you are right now. And with that, before we move forward here, I'd like to have you roll a perception check, please.
Oh. Let's give it a shot. All right. 10.
10. All right. You see, so you register as like this back end of the room that you were in, and there's just all of these glows off in the distance. It's like a sea of just this purple pink haze around you, except to the left, kind of like coming off of this square, you see a long draping purple cord, this like huge long shining crystal cord. And then going the other way, on the other side of the square, you could call it your left and your right from where you're oriented. To your right, you see a long green shining cord that seemed to just go off into the haze. But right in front of you, you can see like the back end of these 2 circular portals that have these like wavering cords coming off of them.
Okay. Just so I understand, we have there's a grid; those are connected, and then there's a large purple line going off to my left and a green one going to the right.
I would say those are farther away. Those are on the edges of the like. I don't want to call it room because you were just in a bunch of rooms inside of a room. So let's call it like the larger chamber. So on the edges of the larger chamber, you see the green cord and the purple cord. And then you see all of these like smaller purple, like very like spindly purple cords that are like connecting with each other to go from portal to portal inside of the chamber in all of the smaller rooms.
Got it.
So it's like you're seeing like it's like a tunnel system that is connecting all of the portals.
Right. Does it look like we're plugged into like a larger system? Could I rewire this portal to take us somewhere else in the Azure Forge potentially?
You don't see anything else around you besides this larger room that you just came from the vault, and so you feel pretty confident. I'm not going to make you roll for it, but like you feel pretty confident that you could plug these purple strands into a room here in the vaulted room of the Azure Forge, and the portal would lead to that. If you wanted to investigate outside of the vault, you don't see anything else, so you might have to follow or go searching in the mist alone.
Well, when you put it that way, it makes it sound stupid.
I'm not saying it's a stupid idea. I'm just making sure I appropriately.
It sounds smart. It feels smart when I think it.
I don't want to talk you out of it.
In the mist.
Yeah.
I bet you don't. You've given away your hand for the last time, Harlan. I don't feel like I've learned a ton, so I'm going to push out a little bit.
Sure. Would you like to go toward the large green strand, the large purple strand, or out into the pink abyss?
Pink abyss.
Pink abyss. Abyss is the name of the episode.
Yeah. Is this Miami? I want to check out the green line.
Okay, cool. As you think about the green line, you feel your this misty form of yours just get propelled over toward it, and as you get closer to it, you see it's very recognizable to you. It's made out of this like gem-like material that you would recognize from the corridors, some sort of portal fabric that is a green emerald color, and it seems to be connected to a large golden door, which you would recognize, as there are 2 of these in every room that you've gone into in the Azure Forge, and it goes off into the pink abyss. And I'd love to have you roll another perception check for me.
Oh boy, these are never going to be great. Okay, all right, 16.
With the 16, as you follow the trail with your eyes and your misty form, your gaze, and you look out, you can see like the line traces to another blink, and you see a purple spot there, and then you see another green spot, and it just starts to take hold in your mind's eye a little bit, and you can see all of these squares connected by green and purple strands that look like a huge web that are just like floating in this ethereal pink mist. And you have no idea how far away they are, because of this, just the transitional nature of the place. But I will say it does seem like all of the rooms are connected in the Azure Forge like this. And because K.A.I would know these things just from being able to take a look at this and see this world and this place, and without me explaining it to you and taking a long time explaining it to you, I'm going to give you all a little map of what K.A.I sees. So I am going to drop that in our Roll20 here in just a second, and then I'll put it up on stream here in just a second. But if there's anything else you'd like to do in this moment, please let me know.
I would like to look at the map. That's what I would like to
Okay, sure. Yeah, totally fair. Yeah. I will say it's not going to give you a direct answer about like this is where we should go here, but you do see.
I feel like
go for it.
So it feels. I mean, it feels like we found a. What does it feel like? This is big. We've cracked the mainframe. We've broken into the whole internet. We found a back door. Maybe.
So we're wreck it, K.A.I. Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
So hypothetically, we're in 10.
Sure, and I think a fun, just because I thought about this earlier today, a fun, like K.A.I, you wouldn't say these like squares aren't labeled,
Sure.
but they are definitely, they have some sort of arcane runes on them that you would recognize as a pattern. And if you were like explaining it to someone like Flute, you would say, they're numbered.
This is like if you're trying to explain it to a little baby child who doesn't have the magical aptitude of an artificer. It would look like this, and I still don't understand it.
And I will tell you too, because you have the numerical markings here, and you would know which square you are standing next to. Mm-hmm. That is a fair assumption. You are standing next to the one marked 7.
Interesting. All right. I think I want to try to. All right. I think I want to try to cross up some wires here so we can try to move ahead.
Sure. Are you just connecting one of the portals, one of the these free floating wires from the room that you are in to like any of them in the vaulted room, or are you trying to connect them somewhere else?
Based on I'm sorry. These 12 squares represent the entire Azure Forge, I think?
Yes. It seems to, I will say again, these are not, this is not the 3x3 grid of the vault room that you were in.
Yes.
These seem to be larger chunks. You are floating next
Understood.
to 7. Yeah.
Just wanting to make sure I understand.
Fair.
I mean, I guess we want to skip to the end, theoretically. It feels the most useful, so let's do that. Or, hang on. Let's see. 7 goes back to lots of places. That was 2, so we went back to 2. 9, 10. Interesting. This place is a real clusterfuck, isn't it?
You say to the pink and purple mist
I say
behind you.
this is bad design. It's needlessly complicated. These Arcane are just the
So
worst.
inefficient.
Unbelievable. And also the war crimes
They
of
design
inefficiency.
casinos in their spare time. Casino
That's
floor
right.
plans.
Those haven't, yeah. This that's basically what it is. It's like an IKEA. They're trying to get us to walk all the way through their infernal IKEA of doom. But we're not going to do that. We're going straight to, well, the food court would probably be too, because all of the roads lead back there.
Those 99
We're going
cent
to
cinnamon
check
rolls.
out. We're going to check out in room number 12.
Are you trying to move toward that?
Yes.
Cool. Roll a stealth check for me. As you,
Stealth.
as your astral form pushes you toward, it's like just like
Dun,
misty
dun,
self.
dun,
You just
dun,
like
dun.
push toward this large black square out in the distance.
23.
Cool. As your body floats out and you've grabbed a fistful with your non-corporeal form, as you like reach down, you seem to be able to conjure them in some way. Like you're pulling these cords that are on the end of your portal. And as your hand moves away from it and you go out into the pink and purple mist, the wires go with you and they just follow you out there and just seem to stretch and stretch. And you spend 25 minutes at least, like just counting in your head. It seems like time is, like who knows how time is moving, but you're moving like a very far distance away. It seems, and it does seem to be getting closer to you, but you feel that noticeable like, well, okay, oh, it's kind of like farther than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And
It's like when you're swimming and the thing looks like it's right there, but then once you start heading towards it, it's a lot further than it seemed.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And when you get to it, you see it seems to be this large black chunk, in a similar way that the 3x3 grid was a bunch of black chunks just like close together with all these purple cords connecting them. This one is just like one large black chunk floating in this mist, and you see all these runes on it, and like the big insignia of the 12. This like ordering glyph that is on there, and you can see 2 large green crystal bridges going into it. This like large huge cord growing onto it. But you don't see 2 golden doors there. And as you pull up these wires to it, and you try and find, you put it against the green crystal there, you put them against the edge of the black square. They don't seem to take hold.
Interesting. All right. I see. So these are purple threads that I'm holding. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. Let's go for room number 10.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll another stealth check.
Oh wait, hang on. I take it back.
Sure.
Not room 10.
Spooky
Like
music
a
coming
Mission
from Jason
Impossible.
Wardell.
I'm just for the viewers and listeners, I'm looking at the paths of the sort of arcane portal lines of connection here. And 9 has a purple in and a green out that leads to 12. So I'm going to go for 9, hoping that can lead us to the end.
Okay, you're going to 9. You just said 9, right?
9.
Okay, cool. I'm going to double check everything before we just sprint forward here, just because I have made mistakes in the past. I don't want to talk about them. I made mistakes.
I feel like we've found the underground moment in Mario.
I'm in here playing my warp.
Pipes pop up. Yeah.
I'm playing my warp flute.
Yeah. Cool. So I need another stealth check from you, please. Cool. As you are floating through the pink mist, you are alone. You're kind of like swimming out in the ocean a little bit, and these cords are following you, and you feel like you see something move off in the distance, and there's just a huge ripple of the pink mist, and it looks like someone running through dust almost. Like there's just like this huge whoomph, and you don't see any physical form, but the thing that moved was maybe 4 or 5 times as big as you. And when you if you stop for a second, if you look around, you can see over by this the glow of these connecting tubes, these green and purple tubes, and the arcane glyphs, these huge arcane glyphs that are on the edges of each black chunk of a box. You see something hunched over next to 12. And you have no idea how big it is because you've, again, been moving for another 25 minutes. And you again, don't know how fast you're able to move in this space and how far away from you are. But it looks about the size of the box from where you are currently. And it's just hunched over and kind of moving as it's lit up by this glow far away. But you do make it to...
I hate it. I start to go faster.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. You see that the cords that you're pulling, these purple cords start to wriggle more. And when you get close to the large black box that has the ordering rune on it that translates to you as 9, you can see 2 golden doors on each side. One where this purple line connects and one where the green line connects these huge strands of crystals that are coming off of them. And you can just put them up. You didn't find any success with 12, so I kind of want to know what your strategy is here with connecting these strands somewhere. Are you just going for the golden doors? Where do you want to...
Yeah, the strategy is to hook it up, I guess, unless I feel like I could connect one of these green ley lines and back our way in then.
Can you give me? You can give me an investigation check. Absolutely.
I'll investigate. We're here. Let's do it. Let's go deep on K.A.I.'s internet adventure. Don't type that into your search engine. Okay. All right. Investigation.
Yep.
I will tell you when I'm fucking ready. Sorry. 28.
With the 28, you know that you can hook it into either door. And all you need to do is take these strands and kind of place them up. You can see where like all of like a shredded end of a rope. These large crystal pathways seem to spaghetti out on the end and just like grow into the edge of the door. And
love spaghetti is a verb, and I will engage with it.
yeah, so you can absolutely take the small spaghetti strands that you have from your room and connect them to either the green pathway or the purple pathway.
Let's go green.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, then you do it, and you see they just go, and they just grow into it. They weave themselves into it, and it is this small purple strand that spreads all the way across the pink mist. And with that, you hear a and there's a swirl, like something hitting the bottom of sediment water over by 12, and you can see the line like a tornado in the sky, like moving toward where you are.
The line?
You can see a line like it moving in the purple.
Oh, just a line.
Just a line. Like yeah, it's just like a
Someone's
sandstorm almost.
Like something's
moving.
coming?
Yes, like something's coming. Yeah.
All right. I want to go back to my friends. If I feel like I've made a connection here, let's do it.
Roll an insight check.
Fuck. Okay. 15.
You don't need to make it back to where you came from in order to just disconnect this. Your body on the other side can just disconnect it.
Sweet. I disconnect.
Yeah, so as you start to move forward, you kind of have this realization that you don't have a form, and this is a projection of yourself, and you just out, and you're back in the room with sleeping Moonboy, sleeping Flute, and Klik standing watch over both.
I forgot.
Klik is kind of grossed out from the sounds. It's just like, I've been doing this for so long.
I've been going home in the video game before I turn off the video game for so long. I've wasted so much time. You know how long it takes to get to Michigan in World of Warcraft?
You just gotta get a port.
That's true. Guys, speaking of which... Hello? Is everybody here? Are we in the pink mist? Hello? Oh, you see. I think I've got us a way out of here. But I may have awakened a horrible... end of sentence. I may have awakened
What are we
a horrible...
doing? I don't feel long rested yet.
Yes, I know.
I barely feel short rested. I mean, most of the rests I do are short because I'm so incredibly short. I'm awake. I'm riffing.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm awake, I'm riffing.
I love that Bright Eyes song. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm awake, I'm
Me
riffing.
too. Wait, who said that?
Oh, man.
K.A.I found a way out.
I think so.
Oh,
I went. I found. I hacked into this portal and I saw all of the arcane ley lines between portals. It was pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Some potential implications. These arcane have some strange design techniques in play here. I don't know what their deal is. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
can people even survive in there? Was the moon in there? Did you see the moon in there?
Didn't see the moon. Doesn't necessarily mean she wasn't there.
Right.
But we didn't run into each other. You know,
It's
if we
better
had,
than
I would have
True.
asked.
I know.
I wouldn't know what she looked like, but
Looks like the moon.
I've never.
Aaron.
I guess.
You did meet her, didn't you?
Yeah, I
You
think
went
you
to
came
the
in.
boy's hat.
I think you came into the hat one time.
Did I?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept my eyes closed.
Nice.
Out of respect.
That's
It's actually in
polite.
Arc 3, Episode 1, so yeah.
Yeah.
In case anyone wants to
No
go
big
back.
deal.
I forgot. Oh, right, the moon. I remember. They all look alike to me.
Nope, nope.
Jesus.
What? Moons?
You've been to a lot of them. Okay, cool. So,
Sorry, I can't identify all of the fucking moons of Minzor by smell alone.
it's okay. You definitely can tell the difference between Grandchild and Mingabwe. I can tell you that at least.
Oh,
So,
well, of course. I love
And you could tell the difference between the moons of Minza by smell. They are repulsive.
I know.
Each one of them smells horribly different.
So unique.
A
Cool.
unique and controversial smell on each one.
So, like, Kai has made this announcement. He's kind of kicked you awake. Like, Klik, you've been alone, just kind of with these two dead-seeming bodies that are making weird noises. And finally, Kai comes
Kai's
back.
body was there doing Fortnite dances. I will be back in just a moment. If you require something to drink, please tell Bessner.
All right, we need a Kai loading screen animation.
Oh,
of
yeah. Andrew?
vacant Kai dancing to
Until purple light starts pouring out of my eyes and mouth. I found the way.
Well, I suppose
I have walked between roads.
we jump into this portal, eh?
What's little mirror doing in here?
Oh, he was going before
He
Kai
probably
came
is
back.
gone now.
Yeah, before Kai came back, as Klik, you were just watching him go whoa, 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 whoa through these portals. As soon as Kai comes back, he goes whoa, and then he just disappears.
Oh, he's in there now. All right. Because Kai plugged it in.
All right, let's.
Oh yeah, so it works. That's good. Or maybe he got
What do we go
vaporized.
through?
This
What
one.
did you say about a mist monster?
Oh yes, they may have caught the attention of some kind of giant, horrible in the mist dimension. Some kind of monster between worlds.
Oh.
Could have been arcane security. Could have been some kind of elemental portal guardian. Hard to
Is it
say,
like
but it's probably
Gregory?
coming here.
All right, well, let's get moving.
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
I'll go through the portal first.
Oh,
Cool.
Bye. If that was advised.
Great.
I'll go
Flute,
next.
Flute steps through. Kai steps through. Anyone hesitating?
Nope.
Cool. A rule for ever and always is I want the order of who steps through. So we've got Flute and Kai, and then Klik and Moonboy. Is that how it is? I believe so.
Sure.
Cool and great. You whoom, 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 out through this portal, and you see standing in front of you, right at the edge of a purple overhang that seems to be lit up by a glow that looks like a lava glow up from the floor, except it's purple and blue. You see the tiny mirror being like looking back at you, Flute, first, and he's like, oh, he's like, how did you guys do that? This is crazy. And he looks at you and goes, you're in trouble. And
Me?
the mirror whistles, and I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
The whistle can't be that bad.
As all around you in this room, you see, as you're kind of like getting your bearings, and you hold on to the numbers. Don't tell me yet. I won't be able to get them. All around you, you see as you whoom, 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 you see it's lit up in this blue mist here, and you see bookshelves to your left and to your right, just like 3 or 4 of them, and out past the lip of this circular room, you see a drop off that is where the light is coming from, this like blue purple lava glow from the ground. And you see about 7 or 8 floating bookcases out there. And Mir's whistle is instantaneous as you all step into the room. And you see from one of these bookshelves, a bunch of books pull themselves out. And it's like leaves rustling as the pages come out of them. And you see a humanoid form.
Oh, look,
take
it's all your
shape.
copies of the Fountainhead.
Oh no, it's every Goosebumps. Everybody be afraid.
I'm sorry, Harlan. I know you were giving an awesome description.
Right in the middle of a cool description.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay to be funny. I have to do D&D sometimes, but it's still okay to be funny. You know, you have my blessing there in doing it. And plus, I need a little time to stall so that I can show chat the image of what they see too.
Yes.
Because I lost it somewhere in prepping. So
I've been waiting for this one.
We're just
I want to see the book elemental.
Book monster.
Scholasticus. It is
Dork
I,
golem.
Scholasticus.
For every book you read, you do 5 HP damage to me.
Right.
Get cracking.
And then at the end, we have a pizza party.
We get a pizza party.
Book it. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Bunnicula. I love this one.
thank you.
Y'all remember
Okay, cool.
Bunnicula?
It's-
The little
Look,
vampire rabbit.
Yeah, kids, if you haven't read Bunnicula, it's about a vampire rabbit who drains the life force from vegetables and a dog and a cat trying to catch him in the act. Get out there, read Bunnicula. It's based on a true story.
Look at this book elemental.
So cool.
This is
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, so floating in the air, you see this huge, like humanoid form that has been taken shape from the book itself here, and so it seems to be floating. And you see across the room here another golden door. You all came out of one of these golden doors, and I need everybody's wisdom saving throw, please.
I got a 28.
17.
Also 17.
13.
All right, anybody else? No, that's it. That's all we have here tonight. That's it. I'm
I
not playing
roll again?
anyone. We don't have any guests. I just wanted to, I just needed to do it to be sure. Sorry, I'm running the stream tonight, so I'm always a little woo.
The Phantom Toll Booth is very good.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
That's like one of my top 5 easily.
It's very good.
So you hear the book as it floats out, and you see this huge swirling purple energy that is its face. These pages seem to be floating around, and you can see another one in the core of its chest as well. It comes out, and it just envelops the air around it, and is almost a shadow to this tiny mirror, but it's just hovering in the air there. And it looks at you, and there's a blast of purple energy off of it, and it goes, "Leave!" And all of you kind of like chuckle for a moment of like, is that supposed to be intimidating? Like nothing happens except for Flute. You
God damn it.
He leaves.
are under the effect of the mass suggestion spell here.
There it is.
And so I would love to have everyone roll initiative here as you are face to face with this book monster.
I do a book monster
Ugh.
Oh.
opening salvo.
Did you chunk
would
it too?
Natural 20.
Oh, you
Oh,
did
boy.
not chunk
I
it.
chunked
I
it.
opposite of chunked
Me
it.
too.
6.
17.
Okay, sorry, hold on to them. So
No.
5.
I got a
I didn't
17.
like my tone.
Klik got a 20.
Yeah.
Cool.
Natural 20.
cool,
24 total.
Flute got a
24
17.
total.
I also got a natural 20 on my initiative turn.
So Klik's was
Klik
a
is going-
24.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Klik is going first. And then I got Flutes as a 17. And then Kai, what did you get?
6.
Cool. And then Moonboy, what did you get?
5.
5. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna roll for mirror. Boom.
You know what beats paper is scissors. And you know who's the most like scissors? Klik.
It's true.
I was gonna say Edward Scissorhands, but Klik was my second guess.
Right. God,
I will
every
also.
day.
I'm
With
so
this guy.
stupid. I'm so
Edward
dumb.
Scissorhands. Can we have one session where you don't bring up Edward Scissorhands?
No.
It just really spoke to me.
I'm working on my homebrew. It's so stupid.
Working on my Edward Scissorhands TTRPG.
Yeah.
God.
Chat, talk about what class Edward Scissorhands would be in the meantime.
Curious.
Oh. Weird.
I also need to. You all can see.
Like a
Oh, you can
warlock,
see the map
maybe?
now. Yeah, you
I
can
was
all see the
thinking
map,
a warlock.
right?
Yes,
On,
but also maybe an artificer.
Construct.
Artificer's
That's
close.
true. Except
He
he
doesn't
didn't
do anything except be
make it.
goth.
But he makes things. He clips
Yeah.
hair
That's
and he clips.
True. He's like a
It's
barber.
not really
Anyway.
making things.
Anyway, chat,
He's
discuss.
kind of like a bard, but for hairdressing. Like he is an
Yeah,
artist.
okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
I was gonna say
maybe-
bard. I
Sure.
can see it. Whoa, cool map alert.
It is.
cool map alert. I love it
This is why
so
my
much.
friend Josh can never hang out.
Yeah, it's because he's making maps for my Azure Forge over and over again. He's done nothing but make these maps.
You're like a
Um,
mirror, and Josh is trapped in your forge.
Yeah, I was like looking at all the art Jordan has done recently, and I was like, wow, I haven't given you as much like this year. And I was like, why? And it's because I've just been like sending Josh pages of descriptions about the Azure
Hey,
Forge.
Josh.
So, yeah, okay, cool. So we are in combat now. Klik, you are first up to go here. You can arrange these tokens however you want. I just threw them quickly on the map here. There is this orb of a room, this circular room. Most of it is just abyss that has this like purple blue sky underneath of it. There's all these floating bookshelves out in it. There is some land in and around you that you all are currently in. Klik, you can roll. I'm just gonna let you know for sure that you just like see Flute like turn around
Yep.
and start
That was
walking
my,
away.
That was my
yeah,
question.
yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Okay, so Flute is headed in the opposite direction, huh?
Yeah.
Just
In
a
fact, I'm going to
180
maybe
note.
maybe redo these token positions real quick, as I'm just gonna put
Yeah.
put Flute up here, and then boom, boom, just because that was the order of events here. So I'm gonna put you all right there. And he only needs to crest the golden archway right there to walk out the door that you all just came through. And you don't know exactly where it leads. I would say if you,
no,
yeah.
That's bad. Okay. Well, we.
Kill me.
I don't think I have a cute way of restraining you other than just tackle him.
I think you gotta plunk him.
To just bonk him on the head.
I think any damage.
Sure. We've been mass suggested before,
We did. by
right?
that
So
punk
I
at
know.
the Cove of the Bones.
Yeah. I am, like, do I know what's happening right now?
For that, you can give me a perception check.
Sure.
Mm.
That is a
If you prefer, you can do
17.
Arcana. Yeah. So, with the 17, you know exactly what's happening. You heard the leave. You kind of like chuckled at it, but when you see Flute turn and walk away, it's exactly what you said too. And I think I
Yeah.
would have made the DC harder if you didn't specifically cite the moment of like, yeah, we've been mass
Right.
suggested before. I know what's happening. So yes,
Right.
yeah, you are seasoned
Uh,
adventurers. Go for it.
Yeah, I am going to leap towards Flute and, whoops, I'm using the wrong tool, and crack him in the side with my cha-cha. With, not trying to kill him, but trying to give him a good bonk.
I do like that it's not an unarmed strike though, and Klik is using a weapon.
Oh no, flattened. Yeah, she still wants to use her weapon. I'm busy.
Don't
And
crit.
still kind of pissed off.
Yeah,
Crit,
that's
excellent.
21 to hit.
Trigger your
Yeah,
auto
that'll hit.
decapitate.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Trigger all your magic items.
Hilarious.
Jump through time to
It's okay, I rolled bad.
cut his
You take
Achilles
8
tendon
damage.
or whatever.
As
That's
a
a
child.
bad roll for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Does that break it, Harlan?
You get to do another wisdom saving throw.
Take my. I use a reaction. I give you an additional d6.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but okay.
Yeah, you did it.
An additional d6. So, oh boy, roll well on this d6.
6.
I did not. That will be an 8.
And 8 is not going to do it. Great. Klik, would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Yeah, I have more attacks. I'll smack him.
Go for it.
How much? What's the modifier on an unarmed attack?
It's just your strength, and you don't add your proficiency to damage, so you just add your strength to damage. So 21 does hit, I believe.
Yeah. And unarmed strikes is D4.
1d4, you got it.
2.
Since you take damage, you can roll another saving throw.
I can't help you again though.
Trash.
You did use your reaction, correct?
15.
15 does not break the save. And so
So I
Take
I
that
do
dice.
I have a third attack. Can
And
I
throw
I
it
mean,
into the street.
I have another attack. I assume I can't grapple him on as an attack roll.
no, you used
can I?
you used your action to attack. Yeah.
Here we go again. That one hits. It's a 19. It's a 19 hit.
Mm-hmm. Just hits. Thank
But
God.
I can't see
Can
this.
I do
That's
another
4
one?
damage. On
4
that
damage. I
Klik
mean,
is,
or
"Wake
you can
up,
knock me
stop,
out. I know either one will work. I mean, if I can't save myself, you can just put me to bed.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't save yourself. How the
Please
hell are you gonna
crying.
save somebody else? You know what I mean?
I'm just
Yeah.
walking like a zombie as Klik is just really
Yeah.
martial arts dummying me. Oh my God. 5.
Wonderful.
No.
Can the both of you give us some flavor here on what this scene looks like? Because it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, Klik sees him jumping, is leaving, is furious, comes flying at him with her gift, goes like, no! And then doesn't wake him up, feels a little bad, and then starts smacking the shit out of him. Just trying to knock some sense into
I'm just
him.
muttering.
Have to leave.
Stupid goddamn no!
Leave.
Stop smacking.
Have to get out. Have
You're
to
not
leave.
this afraid of books.
He hates books.
Yeah.
He hates these books.
That's why I went to Bard College. Hate books.
Yeah, you just see him muttering to himself as he turns and walks away from you. That is going to be the end of your turn, I believe, unless you want to do anything else.
That's all I got.
You see the door is still open and seems to lead into another place. And it's very dark in there. You can't quite tell exactly what's happening in it. And you've used all of your things this turn, so that is going to bring up this book elemental as these pages and pages of this creature that has appeared out of nowhere, and it is going to turn and look at you all
Fuck off.
and say, "No, I mean it. Leave." And I need you all to make the wisdom saving throw again.
I rolled a natural 20.
Same.
16.
Altogether, you got a 16K. All right. That is not going to make the save there. So you see K.A.I turn and start to walk away, following Flute as well.
Oh, I see.
and-
I have to leave. Come on, guys.
God, they're both next too.
And I think with that, it's going to bring up Flute's turn, so we're going to cut to break here. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break where we drink, pee, and we'll see you in just 5 minutes here, and we'll find out what happens.
I want to
Spoiler,
drink
I'm going to
pee.
leave.
All right.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Ooh.
That's a good question. I'll figure it out on break. See you in a second.
Great.
We're back. Cool. Hello. We're back. We're rolling.
Bonjour.
Roll
It
my
is-
shit.
It is now. It's true. It's true. It is now going to be Flute's turn.
Cool. And so, what are these glowing like crystals in the room? Are those like portals or not?
Oh, absolutely not. They're literally they're light crystals that are hovering in the air.
Okay.
The golden arch is the doorway.
So I think the way out is the golden arch behind
In
us.
fact, you're 100% sure.
Great. In that case, I will mindlessly, as if I don't even have control over myself, I'll try to leave, and I'll kind of push by a Moonboy and Klik here. Did they get to get some freebies at me or not?
Yeah.
Let's go.
If you would like to take your reaction to attack him, you absolutely can. Jordan, reminder to turn your fan off.
Yeah, and also a reminder that I already used my reaction. So.
Thank you. Yeah, look at you. You can have inspiration because you reminded me of that. You go for it.
17 to hit.
17. Andrew?
Does it
Just
miss? God, I whip him.
Wow, your AC is 18 now. Look at you.
I have all this cool magic shit that's
should've
now
kept
working
your
against
hat.
me.
Your 1 AC hat.
Yeah. Then I will leave through the arch.
Cool. We will talk about what happens on your turn. You can roll a perception check, write it down, and just hold on to it because you are still going to continue trying to leave because you do not view this as currently not where you are. So that is going to be a leave for you.
Got it.
So you are 50 feet inside of this room if you use the dash action. So that is going to bring up K.A.I. It's now your turn.
All right.
Same thing here.
I guess I leave, I guess.
Sure,
I
absolutely.
don't think I can't do anything else, right?
Yep, you have to use your action to follow this up and follow the order here.
I have to go. Bye. I just have to. Come on.
All right. That is going to bring up.
Bye. I don't know what's happening. Why aren't you guys leaving? We're supposed to.
Yeah, like K.A.I says innocently as he just like walks through this golden archway into another dark room. And
Hello?
you can also roll a perception check. Hold on to it. Write it down. Don't tell me yet. That's going to bring up Moonboy.
I'm going to use a free action to look at Klik, and the Moonboy is distraught. He the moon's not in his hat, and now these guys are leaving. And he looks at you, Klik, and he goes, "We have to go after them. We have to.
Don't leave me in here alone.
We're both going. We have to go.
Yeah,
We
go
can't
with them,"
let
says the
get
tiny
lost
mirror.
in this place. K.A.I can get us back here.
Go with them, says the tiny mirror.
Shut up, you.
I mean, I can't do anything right now, but
Right.
Beat my ass.
I'm gonna go after them.
Cool, absolutely. You you can. Are you using the dash action to just follow? You can catch up with them.
I'm using a dash action to follow.
Great.
Hit
Okay.
'em.
Cool. Klik is now, or no, I'm sorry. It's now the tiny mirror's turn. The tiny mirror is going to give you all 2 middle fingers and is going to leap from the edge of the platform to the bookshelf that the book elemental just came out of, and I'm gonna have him roll a dexterity check. Oh, he got he got a natural 1, which I was about to say, as long as he doesn't roll a natural 1, he's fine. And as soon as he does that, like the flutter of pages that he like jumps through gets stuck in his eyes, and he's like, oh, and he just smacks again, and he goes, no, God! And you just hear him fall, and his scream is just quickly enveloped by the blue-black mist below,
Good
and you hear no
Lord.
response. That was
Hilarious.
Truly one of the most enjoyable deaths
Can I give
of
him
this entire
4
game.
middle fingers as he falls into
I don't know if you technically have middle
I have
fingers.
3 fingers.
Plus, yeah.
So I
Okay,
do
all
have
right,
middle
yeah.
ones.
absolutely 4
That
rude
was
gestures
pure
for Klik.
magic.
Yeah,
Pure
Just blurred it out.
feels like a
That's
callback
so
to the
funny.
sinker scene, but like,
I could
and, yeah.
I could see that whole thing in my head. I think I'm just replaying a scene from Austin Powers 2 where Mini Me clunks into something and
Yeah.
falls over. But yeah, very good.
Sure, it wasn't my good fun description. You're right. Totally. It was Austin Powers.
Well, you famously wrote Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I was Mike
You
Myers for a
remember?
while. You're right.
Right.
Scene
Recycling a
with the
classic
peeing?
riff.
It's so long. Pee and pee.
Okay.
You did that.
So
Aaron,
that is going to
behave.
bring up Klik. And Klik, would you like to step into this room and follow Moonboy?
I mean, if the door's still open, I'm not gonna stand by myself in this room. So
true, it
I
is.
will I will grumble at the book elemental and be like, we'll be back, and run after the party.
Cool.
Actually, I'm gonna run as far as I can, and then I'm gonna throw a Chodkcha at K.A.I.
Cool. Great. You step into the room, and you can see K.A.I standing kind of like right there before you, in this like dark space. You just see like kind of stuff littered on the ground. It just like kind of like clinks away as you run in, and when you step in, you can see there's enough light from the room that you were in previously before, as you
Well,
throw.
and from Moonboy,
And from Moonboy, you're right. Thank you.
I'm lit up.
The moon boots. Shout out to Alcon
You
Printer.
know what I mean?
Are always lighting things
He's
up.
lit.
I also
yeah.
have dark vision, so
Cool. It is also everyone's doing great right now. You can all see, except for Flute.
Flute's in the
And throw that Githka at Flute here.
dark. Yeah, Chok.
Excuse me.
I'm not just
Are
gonna.
you throwing it at
I'm
me
not just
or
gonna
at
throw a
Flute?
spear. No, I'm gonna try to hit K.A.I. It is a 22 to hit on this.
That. Do I have to use my shield? I'm
No.
running away.
No. Yeah,
Alright,
the
that hits
instruction
me.
is to
Then the-
leave, not to protect yourself. Yeah.
Sweet. Then it hits me.
Okay, that's 11 damage.
Why?
I didn't mean to.
Okay, it's
I'm
just
just
my
trying
temps.
to wake you guys up.
You can now roll another Wisdom saving throw. Absolutely.
So I'm too far away to do anything else.
That's going to be another 16. Flash of can I use a flash of genius against a charm that I'm going under?
No, but you can use my reaction. Take it.
All right.
It's true. We
D6.
are at the. Yeah, your turn has happened. You're right.
Ugh, it's a 1, 17.
17 is exactly what you needed to save.
Yo, let's fucking
Okay.
go.
Because I was going to say no on Flash of Genius, but absolutely
Yeah,
you
it
can
doesn't.
use.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me.
'Cause
either,
Moonboy's
but
chasing
it's
after
fine.
you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give us some flavor here of this moment, though, as you break through it, as Moonboy pushes you past with your spell to be able to break free here, as the the Chachka slams into you, and you're back here, Kai, and there's just like this sputter of sparks, and then Moonboy helps you break free. So give it to
Come
us.
on, guys. We're supposed to go this way. Ow! What the? Klik! What the? Oh. right. Sorry. Thank you.
Cool.
Can I turn around? It's not my turn, so I don't do anything, but I would. And I apologize to Klik, and I say thank you for hurling your tchotchke into my body.
No problem. And she'll throw it at Flute.
It is. Wait, no, that was your Wait, hold on. I got lost. I lost my
That was
initiative
my
board too.
first
Where did I move my?
attack.
No, that was Klik's turn.
Okay, cool.
Klik's first
So I
attack.
have 2 more attacks.
Great. Okay, cool.
Let me
Sorry.
warm up these dice.
I don't think I'm gonna. That's
There
a
you go.
17 to hit, so I miss on that one.
Just miss.
And one more. That one will hit. It's a 27. What are we rolling? D6. You take 8.
Right.
Roll them again.
Man. Nothing else. She'll put me to bed pretty soon.
Come on.
There she is. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
Unless it changed.
No. You got it. Flute. You give us some flavor on this moment too, as Klik just like boom hits Kai and then turns around the tchotchke comes back to you immediately and turns around and smacks into your shoulder and does damage to you as well. Don't forget to mark that damage off, and then but you come back
I
to
have
consciousness.
I'm like, Flute, come on. We have to turn around before Klik is going to...
No, we have to. We
there
have to
it is.
leave. We have to leave. Get away from all these books.
She's going to hurl her tchotchke into your
I will-
feeble chest.
I will shout
Where are we
from
going?
I think you guys dashed, so I'm like 30 feet away from you or something like that.
Yeah.
Like in the dark,
Oi!
I'm just kind of looking around.
This
I did get a
way!
16 on that perception. Does that come into play now?
Yeah, but
Oh, right. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
after the cool moment where Klik yells "Oi" this way, and then Moonboy, can you also, since you moved into there without using an action or using your dash action, can you also give me a perception check in case it matters in a second here? So, it is the end of Klik's turn. She yells "Oi" this way. It is now the book monster's turn. And it's going to hold an action for if any of you all return. And which you don't know. I don't know why I said that out loud, but it is currently not doing anything. And that as you all have all stepped into this next room, which will bring up Flute. And what did you get on that perception check before you had to do anything on your turn? None of this counts for your turn.
I got a 16.
16. As you look around you, it is a dark room, but Moonboy's boots that are floating right next to you lights up, and you can see just the bottom of gears, pieces of metal, some skeletons, a few boxes, wood, just all of this trash piled up to your left and to your right, and you seem to be in between 2 junk heaps here.
Huh. That's all I see?
Yep. It just goes kind of out to darkness all around you.
Then I will run and then dash back. I guess I'd get next to Klik, I think. I mean, I'll get right up to the doorway, I guess.
Yeah, if you dash, you can be 10 feet back in there.
I'm not going to go all the way back in. I realize that I got whammied by this thing, so I think I would go to the doorway, and that will be my turn.
Sure, okay. So, because I get it, I got you. I see where we're at here now.
No, I don't. I wouldn't run in. I don't have any actions. Why would I run in without any actions? That's crazy.
Well, you could get 10 feet inside of the door. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't need to get 10 feet inside the door.
Could get right
Start
within its range
slinging
if you wanted to.
magic. I would come to like the side of the door. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, you know,
Coward's
so I can like peek in.
corner.
Sure, absolutely. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
There it is.
10.
Cool. Do you have any spell slots left?
Mm-hmm.
While the target is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as you two are on the same plane of existence. You can use this telepathic link to issue commands, hello Scully, to the creature while you are conscious. which it does its best to obey. You can specify a simple and general course of action. Who is the closest one to you at this point? Probably Klik. The book monster doesn't know how powerful anyone is, so it's going to tell you to attack Klik. And as the spell Dominate Person was used on you, as you see, like pages of pages of from this elemental just seem to like whip around Flute here, and are just like surrounding him, and
no cone on that end. Let's go later.
And when the pages drop, you can just see this glow in Flute's eyes that matches the purple swirling at the center of Flute's. The center of the book monster here.
He's perped.
So,
He's perped up.
It's burping it.
It's making me attack Klik.
Yeah.
And so I would choose how I attack, or do I have to attack in a certain way?
It doesn't. I gave you the attack command, so I think it is okay for you to use melee attacks against it. I would say it's up to you.
He is a swordsman.
Yeah, I guess I was just curious because, I was planning on using Eldritch Blast on this book monster, so would it stand to reason that I would just turn and use it on Klik?
I trust and believe you. Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's just as shitty as if I were to
Yeah,
stab
absolutely.
her with my
Totally.
sword. It's not
Totally.
like I'm trying to
Yeah. That's whatever
fudge
you
the
think.
numbers.
That's what I'm looking for more than anything. I'm not looking to milk you of your only resource. I'm just looking to get you of whatever you are going to do to
He's
attack.
looking to milk you of your only resource.
I knew it. I knew as soon as I
Resource
said it. Yeah.
They're looking to milk you.
Pour
of your
yourself a glass
only
of resource
resource.
milk and sit back and enjoy the show.
We all know what Andrew's only resource is.
And I'm sore. Oh boy, did Harlan go after it. All right.
You've been depleted.
That was maybe the grossest thing that's ever been said on this, and that's just saying something. So.
Stay tuned.
Horrifying.
You're
Cool,
pissed.
delicious resource milk. All right, here we go. I'm making 3 Eldritch Blast attacks at Klik. I roll 3 of them. Pow, pow, pow. It's going to be a dirty 20, a 22, and a 26.
Those all hit.
Unfortunately. All right. Sorry, Klik. You're going to take
That's
a
okay.
total.
I've hit you 4, 5
That's true.
many times.
But you're only going to take 13 force damage as the 3 bolts pow, 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 pow into you.
God damn it. Klik's fought her friends before. It sucks. She got
Cool.
the shit kicked out of her by Moonboy.
That's going to bring up Kai. It is your turn, and you are no longer charmed by the mass suggestion spell.
Oh, this guy really stinks. I'm going to move forward. Let's see. I dashed to get here. All right, I'm going
You
to
are
move
50. You're
30
50 feet inside of the doorway.
Got it. I'm going to move.
You can tell me what you got in that perception check, though.
I didn't roll it, but I'll roll it now. That is a 15.
Cool. Yeah. Same thing as Flute. You just see these piles of junk heaps. If you have dark vision, you can see that they are everywhere. This room is the biggest room that you have been in so far. Just seems
of
to
junk.
expand on, and there's just piles of trash, like broken equipment, all of these things, and there's like a path kind of like between them all, but
Wow.
that's it. Yeah.
It's like a Circuit City in here. I don't know if Circuit City is bad. I just was scrambling.
I mean, they're not great.
They're not that good. I'm going to... I will move my speed back in the direction that we came from, 35
Sure.
feet.
You can be 10 feet
fly.
inside of the golden archway that you can see on the map.
I will stand close to Flute between him and Klik. When I see him throwing bolts at her, like, hey buddy, take it easy. I will use my bonus action to my arm and my shoulder mounted cannon sort of discorporate a little bit and draw in heated energy from the air around me, and I will cast Arcane Weapon, choosing fire damage. And I will turn towards the book monster, and I will send 2 shots with the Arcane Obliterator and blast the guy.
Shoot at him. Go for it.
That first attack is going to be a 28 to hit.
All right. The 28 does hit.
We can just resolve that one first. Alright. Ooh. It's going to take 19 points of force damage and
Okay.
2 points of fire damage.
All right, cool. So that's 21 points of damage altogether. That means I have to roll a spell save DC of 10 to keep concentration, which I did not get. So Dominate Person does fall as soon as there's these
That was the goal.
into this book monster, and it's like shooting a cartoon bird with each hit as all of these pages fly up like feathers all around. It's just like boom, whoosh, boom, shoom, as it goes up and around.
And I don't see Tiny Mir, or I would shoot him with the next one, but I'll send another shot. Sizzling.
Fell into the soup, man.
He fell right in the soup. Oh, God. And that next attack is going to be a 17 to hit.
All right, cool.
Wait, hang on. Sorry, it's a 16 to hit.
A 16. Double check here. I lost my page, but I'm gonna get it. In 3, 2.
Could be close.
Seems it is close. I know that it is, so that's why I'm just making sure I get my page back up here. The AC is not, or is not going to hit. Its AC is 17.
Right. Yeah, that one will go just a little wide. That's my turn.
All right, great. That is going to. So you are no longer under the effects of the Dominate Person spell,
Beautiful.
Flute. So the purple swirl that was in Flute's eyes has totally fallen, and
Back to its creepy black swirl.
yeah, and that will bring up Moonboy. It's your turn.
Okay. I am going to look at Flute and I'm going to say,
Don't go back in there without some sort of a protective hat on. I don't know where you'll get that, but just figure something out.
and then I'm going to fly back into the room. I am going to immediately burst into my luminous moon form.
Bursting.
And I am going to cast slow on this creature.
Oh boy, here we go. The slow.
And I would like for it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Would fail. I mean, I got under a 10.
Perfect. Great. So, in doing so, let's see. Let me just see.
AC reduced by 2, movement speed halved, can take an action or a bonus action on its turn.
Which I will forget every single time, so you have to help me.
If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. Creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the effect ends for it. Okay, so because I burst into this moonish form, when Moonboy kind of throws his hands at this creature and says, "Stay," and kind of weird like bric-a-brac and pages kind of float up around it, and all of a sudden it looks like a scene from Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands, the all-male remake
Nerd
of
isn't hers.
It's a Vegas show, and
drag
the ladies
remake.
are clamoring over it.
and this kind of, it's almost like the stage lights go out and moonlight fills the area, and all of a sudden
Beat drops.
and the beat drops, and as he does this, these two little swirling planetoids also fire off of him, And we are going to try to hit him with like a ranged spell attack. There we go. Come on, you bugger. Come on, you bugger. How's a 15 grab you?
A 15 does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's okay.
So even though there's this highlight of moon aura all around it that is just seeing through right now, it still is able. You see just like some magical energy that is its mage armor, just like
-2 to its
blowing
AC,
off of these. Yeah, even with the -2, it has a 17 AC. So the 14 doesn't hit. Is that what you said? Right? You said 14? Did you say 15?
15.
Oh, so 15 does hit. I'm sorry, because of the -2. You're right. I thought you
that's
said 14.
right.
My brain broke with slow breaks my brain every time. It's good.
Holy
Yeah.
moly, I forgot that it had a -2 already. I'm
Slow is
forgetting my
incredible. Yep.
effects. Okay, so crack. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, it's a 4 and a 2, 6, so 10 damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah. This so it's slowed down, and this burst of pages just fly off of it, and you can see these two pulsating cones of energy inside of it that are just attracting all of these pages. And is that the end of your turn? You staying 10 feet inside of the doorway, or are you coming outside?
I am actually going to dip back outside.
Okay, cool. That is going to.
Nobody's through the golden door right now. Like on the other side, on the same side as the book boy.
That's up to you all.
I thought.
I
Wait,
think
say again?
You came all the way in there? Okay.
there is a
Just
roll
trying
20
to-
map if you want to make sure you move your tokens on where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just nobody moved their tokens, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I think Kai is inside.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
between
I know Flute is
Flute
outside.
and Klik, so
I was right. Yeah, like right in the doorway, peeking around.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I
Yeah.
went in and I slowed him, and I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to say to the others, the beast is caught between this world and mine. It slows.
That is the end of Moonboy's turn, so it's going to bring up Klik at the top of the initiative order. And as we move back to top of this initiative order, you see the door starting to form again. Like it's just starting to come up and misform. It has not closed yet, but this is the last turn where the door will be open. That is Rachel. You know all my tricks now. So that's going to bring up Klik. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah, we're going back in.
Let's face it.
Klik will charge back through the misty door. So she has to run 40 feet, which will put her right back to where she was, which
Cool.
is a couple feet inside this door. I don't think she was like in combat range of it
Great.
when we were there. Unless
No,
it
definitely
moved.
not.
Did it move?
No, it did not move. It wants
Okay.
to. Yeah,
I
it's
think I was over here.
yeah.
Okay. So I
It's-
can't get with.
it's actually right there. Sorry, it's on the bookcase and has not moved since. Yeah.
Cool. I will huck a cha-cha-cha at it.
Shoot that shot. Throw your blades.
23 to hit.
23 does hit.
We will roll 7 damage. No, 8.
8 damage. Cool.
8 damage on that. We will do it again.
Yeah. So yeah, your tchotchke just like slices through it, and again you see all these pages just like cut in half and fall and flitter into the astral bottom here. Astral bottom. Then that is. Do you have any more attacks? Yeah.
We will miss the second. The third
Astral
one
mouth.
will hit. And that's an additional 13 damage.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So yeah, your tchotchke's just like two of them. Two of the hits just like fly through it, pulling off all of these pages where the leaves just like flitter down into this astral bottom, and the other one like goes wide as it's like preparing and focused on you now. And there's just a as like this ingesting of air and energy like looks at you, and the pages start to swirl around it and form these two wings that are like keeping it afloat here, and it just seems to be pulling more books off the shelves to form itself as well. So unless you want to do anything else, it is going to be its turn.
That's all I got.
Cool.
Mic is
Cool.
suddenly much
And
quieter. I may have backed away from it too much.
that is.
Let me know if that doesn't improve things. Yeah, see?
It's going to look at you and say, it says, I can read you. And I need you to
Get
do
it?
a wisdom
is it casting
saving
a
throw.
spell?
It is casting a spell.
It needs
made out of
to
books.
do slow stuff.
Yeah, let me give you the specifics because it has to
It's
be a
its only
specific
action.
Spell. Right, but
Roll.
there's another thing.
Oh,
that
that's
I-
right.
20
Slow. I need to
minutes.
I need to like get this tattooed on my wrist because I always mess the
So,
spell up.
if the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action,
That's
roll
correct.
a d20.
Cool.
And then tell me what it is.
An 11 higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn,
Right.
and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted. Okay. I got a 9.
Ooh.
So I just get to use the spell automatically, right? Slow rules
You-
are so
can you
weird.
Give, can you give this thing guidance so it has to add a d4 to that, Moonboy?
No, weirdly, if I was in there, I could probably use my reaction on it, but I'm not in there.
I think it's weirdly not because I think that's why it's written this way because it's not a saving throw or a skill check. So it does get to cast its spell as this like beam of purple energy just like mesmerizes Klik for a second, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Come
My
on, Klik.
Favorite. Here we go. Not good, but we have not used Indomitable today, and
It's true.
I am gonna do it.
Cool. Can you can use it just like immediately? Can you use it as a reaction?
I think it's just if you fail, you can use it.
Okay, great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As long as the language is that, which
You
I
can
think.
re-roll a saving throw that you fail. If you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
so, you must use the new roll.
Cool. Yeah. So you can just reroll again.
That one's a 16.
16 fails.
I'm gonna.
Oh!
I was literally about to say use
Yeah.
a flash of genius before you say it.
You
Before
said it. You
fails.
said it first. Yeah, you said it
I was
first.
going
Right.
to say
Yeah.
it. Flash
Go.
of genius.
Cool.
21.
You can add it to wisdom saving throws too.
Let me make sure I can use it on a saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It might just
need
be
to-
intelligence.
I need to confirm that. No, I just need to make sure you can use it on saving throws. Sorry, everyone.
No, it's okay.
I have
That
to
would be
look up the thing.
helpful.
This week, I made a list of all of the NPCs that I could think of in our campaign at all ever that I've made, and I also put the episode in which they first showed up, and it's very funny watching Arc 1 how there was like only like 1 or 2 and 1 and 2, and then it was just like pile.
Nice.
Aaron, do we get a verdict?
Yes, I can use it. Attack roll, or sorry, not attack roll. Ability check or saving throw.
There you go.
Can't
Boom.
use it on attack rolls. That's why I was confused.
Clutch.
That'll do it. So you were not under the effects of dominate person.
Whatever. Ooh,
I rolled a 2 on the first one.
don't
so.
want her dominated.
Yeah, so like Kai, you look at Klik and her eyes like take on this like portal swirl to them as well, except they as soon as they look at you and they kind of make eye contact with you and Klik, you connect with Kai in this, you just like are brought back to reality real quick.
Help.
And then that is the end of its turn. It wants to stay right there, so that is going to bring up Flute.
Where's Kai? He's not on the map.
It should be.
You were.
You said you were inside the.
I am.
He
I'm
is.
on the
He's
map
right
for
there.
me.
Oh, weird. Let
That's
me
why.
refresh my
I
roll
moved
20.
inside this thing instead of inside. See, I thought I was in a weird spot. That's why. I think I.
Oh,
moved too
sorry.
far.
Yeah.
I think I moved too far in the map. I think I'm supposed to be back here.
Cool.
I don't
That's
know if that
that's totally
changes
fine.
anything.
Nope,
but,
doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Sorry.
I used the wrong golden arch.
Fair. There's I didn't even think about those other
Totally
the skeleton ring of arches.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, apologies. I just needed to relaunch this. Okay, cool. There's so much empty space on the map.
It is hot in here, and now I have
Cool.
a 13
I'm going
cat
to,
soaring
seeing
over
that the
my
door is coalescing back around us, I will definitely come into the room, stand between Moonboy and K.A.I, and realizing we've been trapped in this dungeon for so long, and we've been kind of ground down by this. I just start chanting the names of the crew of the Dinger, like
Goliath, Goat, Cobble, Relic.
And I'm using the counter charm ability, so all of us get advantage on any saving throws against being frightened or charmed
What?
until the end of my
Huge.
next turn.
Oh shit! You know what? We're under the effects of Hero's Feast too.
Ooh, shit! I forgot about that.
No, it's
Me
okay.
too.
We make all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Shit.
Well, well, well. I guess I'll be
That's
giving
what we
myself back
got.
those 40 hit points.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not gonna give you that, but that is my bad for not thinking of that too.
Totally
I'm not
Yeah.
sure it is your
I
bad.
think it's
Harlan.
always the
It's
player's
your
bad. If they don't remember
Yeah.
the cool
Sure.
shit they have,
Yeah,
it's on
I think
us.
it's probably not your bad.
To be fair, I've forgotten a lot of things that have helped you from time to
It
time.
wasn't
so
on the recap,
holy shit.
so
Oh, I
Um,
totally forgot I have guarded mind too.
Will you
I
just
do have
put that
resistance to
in?
being charmed.
I should call them out as like specifically charm effects. I will try and do that from now on. Can you just put Hero's Feast in the recap until we get to the end of the Azure Forge? That just seems fun and cool to do.
yeah,
After a
Um,
hero's breakfast.
feeling full and heroic.
Okay,
that is
so
my turn.
I'll work on it.
that's the end of Flute's turn. It's going to bring up K.A.I now.
Does Hero's Feast protect us against charmed and frightened?
The creature's cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom
Yeah.
saving throws with advantage. Not charmed,
In that case, forget that. Forget
Yeah.
that. Why would I do something we already have? I'm casting Eldritch Blast at this thing.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
still chant the names
That makes
for
sense.
fun flavor. I'm definitely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that if I knew that we didn't have to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not.
Yeah.
Dirty 20, and a 17.
Incredible.
Dirty 20 to 17. All three of those hit.
Thump, thump, thump.
Thump, thump.
It's gonna
Thump,
take.
thump, thump, thump. Man, sorry, y'all. That is a huge difference here in this fight.
22 points
It's
of
on
magical
us to
force
remember.
damage.
Cool. Yeah. With this, it is blown apart now, so it just looks like maybe like one long fantasy novel is left like holding its body together, and the rest is just these like two purple eyes of swirling energy that is like trying to pull the pages back to one spot, but it is very wounded at this point.
My God.
Library's closed.
I say.
Doesn't sound quite as cool as I thought it would. But
Yeah.
it's all right.
No, it was cool. Believe in yourself.
Commit to the bit.
I got away with saying, I'm reading you.
This
So
time.
yeah, I couldn't
Pick.
not.
I got
Um,
it. I got it.
This time the book reads you.
That is going to bring up K.A.I.
It's my turn. I'm going to keep laying down fire at this guy. 2 more shots with the Arcane Obliterator. First attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
A 19 does hit.
All right. I'm just going to roll both attack rolls,
Go for it.
if that's cool.
Totally.
And my second attack is higher than that, so that's going to be 2 hits. Is there a reason to not give you all the damage together?
It has no resistances, so you are welcome to give it to me all at once, but thank you for asking.
Cool.
There hasn't been a good moment to say it, but reading Painbow?
I like it.
That's very good.
That's going to be 42 points of damage.
Ooh boy, that's going to blast this thing apart. So if you want to give us this moment here, please do.
Yeah.
Dewey Decimated is very good in the
Dewey
Master.
Decimate, yeah.
Very good.
Shout out.
Decimated. Yeah, I just sort of kind of regrouping with the squad and moving slowly forward. I send 2 more methodical shots crackling through the air with the Arcane Obliterator, my shoulder-mounted cannon, and they kind of just sizzle through this thing, and the fire energy that's imbued into the beam just kind of sets the pages of the books alight, and they crumble into ash.
Cool. Yeah, so you are, as you, like you burned away, you see these 2 swirling eyes just, they seem to like open and try and scream almost, but they just engulf themselves and burn out very quickly. And you see all the pages from all the books seem to, that are like floating through the air and floated down into this purple blue, like cloud that is below that the tiny mirror fell through. All these pages like just get sucked back up, and all of these books that have been shredded get put back together in what looks like a time-lapse video on fast forward of it's just like like on the shelf here. And
that's nice.
Yeah, so we are out of combat here. But yeah, Shadow, I just want to show this map again real quick because it is very cool, and Josh is truly doing an amazing job on this room, and it's not my fault that they found a quick way through this room. Yeah, it's just very, very cool.
It gives me real Final Fantasy VII vibes, which is...
It looks like a potion bottle.
It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
A what bottle?
A potion bottle upside down.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's...
We can only see a bit
Yeah,
of
I
it.
can only see a little bit of it.
Oh, okay, well, sorry.
Oh,
I will.
you can
I'll
see it
give you
on
the
the
light.
Twitch stream.
Beautiful.
I'll adjust here, but so yeah, you all, so you are now in this room that is just like lit by this glow here. The mirror is gone, and you're just out of combat, alone in this room.
Moonboy is going to fly up to the top of this shelf and kind of spread his light out across what we can't see.
Sure. And now you can see the whole room here.
Oh, wow. It looks like a potion bottle.
But upside down.
It's
I
cool.
Yeah, and you,
A potion bottle is still a potion bottle if it's upside down.
you see about 12 bookshelves just like floating throughout the room. Some are floating, some are like sitting on the still ground, but it is this upside down potion bottle room. Most of it is, or I would say, 90% of it does not have, there's no ground below. There's just this like floating sea of blue and purple. And you see a couple of like rustlings inside of the books, like a few books like move around as well. Nothing seems to be attacking you, but the books are moving around themselves. What would you all like to do as you all are on the, let's just call it north, you're on the top of this room.
Do we know
And
what
there are,
these bad boys are? Sorry.
What's that?
no, say again.
You're quiet.
These are
Gold
quiet.
bed bits. What are these?
They are lanterns. Yeah. If you want to
Door on the
jump to
other
one of the
side.
books shelves and inspect one closer, you absolutely can.
I'm actually right next to one. Can I inspect this one?
Sure, you can do an You can do an investigation check, and you can do it with advantage because Klik is helping you from like being at the edge of this ledge and like looking
Great.
at it.
I'll give myself guidance as well.
Cool.
I'll kind of summon a moon to kind of look down on it. So that was a
I don't moon
20.
anybody else. When I think about you, I guide myself.
Okay. That was really good. All right, 22.
With the 22, it seems to have a sigil. A sigil. Sigil. I'm a DM. I should be able to say that. Sigil. Of a school of elemental magic that you would recognize as enchantment inside of it. So inside of this lantern, there's a sigil. Uh-oh. I lost it. There we go. There's a sigil of enchantment magic on it. And you would know, too, I'm not going to make you roll for this. Kai would know immediately. You would know, too, that both Dominate Person and Mass Suggestion are enchantment magic spells.
Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, hopefully they don't, make any more book monsters from the other schools of magic.
Well, okay, so
Be quick about it.
did we get a short rest in when we slept?
You did not. No.
No, not even a short one.
Nope.
Okay. In that case, I'm staying in my moon form, and I'm saying, "What could it mean? Vengeance!"
Should we destroy all these books if they're still alive?
I say, like, raising my eyebrows.
That probably won't do the trick, but
The
maybe.
Moonboy picks up the lantern and smashes it over and over again on the side of this bookshelf.
There we go.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to have you roll for this. It breaks immediately, and you see the shelf under you instantaneously falls into the blue and purple abyss under you, and if you weren't flying currently, you would have fallen too. But instead, when you break it and you smash it, the bookshelf just like rumbles for a moment and just whoom, plummets into the abyss.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So don't mess with the lamps.
I want to take a look at one of the lanterns as well.
Sure, you can fly out there.
Please don't break anymore for those of us who cannot fly.
I will do my best.
You see, just from the edge there, like knowing what you do, you can see that there are lanterns for conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation.
Let's go. Let's go conjuration.
Cool. As you fly over to the conjuration table here, which is you're on the second bookshelf on the left side of the room as you fly out over this purple and blue abyss. What are you looking for? Are you doing anything in particular? Or?
I want to examine the lantern. I want to see if I can figure out what the relationship between the lantern and the bookshelves are. What's going on?
Sure,
here.
you can do an Arcana check as you look at the spines of these books and you look at the lantern.
That's a big 3-0 on Arcana.
Holy shit! All right.
Arcanes.
Arcanes. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, with that, I'm just going to tell you out of game how this room works, and you can interpret that however you think Kai would.
I like a roll that breaks the game wide open.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Aaron. Here's the game genie for this.
You've torn a hole in the fourth wall.
Yeah. You read this page I wrote. Yeah.
The big bad addresses you by name.
Each of these bookshelves, each lantern in this room, Kai zones in on this. Like, Kai's inspecting it, and it just all clicks in his mind. You just cast a flash of genius, you're worn out, you just were in you got pulled out of your body for a second, so like any good moment when you leave your body and have a spiritual experience inside of it, you feel very clear and free afterwards. And so as you're floating in this room, you can just see it all. It just like lines up with you, that each lantern in this room is a beacon of that pulls that like swirling eye you saw inside of the book monster, and pulls them out of each of these shelves that are just books and books and books about those specific types of schools of magic. It makes sense to you why someone who is like a great inventor, like this great creator of magical objects would, study not just magic but schools of magic specifically and know the ins and outs of them. And so, but they also are connecting to some sort of like kindling light, in the same way that that allows someone to maybe like learn something faster by communing with this entity, but also is creating a sentient being in the result of that process. So,
Horrible
yeah.
book monster.
Yeah, so you can tell this like shelf is just full of books about conjuration, and it's just kind of like clicking that each one of these are book sections. It is the Arcane Dewey Decimal System a little bit, and they each can conjure their own book monster, this like page elemental, this living spell book that represents type of magic. And you see one for abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment is broken, evocation, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation.
Wowza. Cool. Yeah, I think there's probably one of those in all of these. Again,
Whatever.
strange
Get
design.
out of here.
Strange design choices.
Time to go then.
All right.
I suppose I don't know what they do with the monsters that they conjure here to learn fast from them, but they're doing something with them, if you know what I mean.
It's talking.
I don't, but can you
Mir
fly
fucks
me
these
over
things.
to the other side?
So, but you
Rolled
do,
a
but you
30,
do
I know this.
Yeah, you do know what it does, right? Like, basically, each shelf can conjure a different
Yeah,
book
it makes
monster.
like. Imagine if instead of reading a lot of books, or finding another way to absorb information, if you really liked a series of books, you decided to animate them into a violent monster, so that instead of reading the book, you could talk to the violent monster about the book, and would tell you.
Couldn't have said it better
Books on
myself.
Tape, but if tape was
Tried to kill you, like a
Yeah.
book on.
Yeah, if it kicked your ex-boyfriend's ass too. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Andrew, what?
I was asking if K.A.I can fly and carry people.
Kind of.
Do we know this?
I'm sort of weak.
I'm sort of small.
I could try.
And together, we are weak and small.
What's your a sweet combo? What's your strength modifier?
A gentleman never tells.
Can you carry 150 pounds?
And the lady never asks. If you must know, my strength modifier is a generous -1.
Oh, okay. So he specifically cannot carry flute because it's your strength. Your carry capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15, and so we're kind of I'm waiving object weight of things you're carrying around, but as far as fly speed of being able to carry someone, you specifically cannot carry flute.
Can't carry you.
Moonboy, what is your strength?
Nothing.
What? But
Zero.
what is the? Is it 10?
It is 10.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can carry me.
You can
Right?
carry. Yeah, you can carry. Specifically,
balloon,
you can
yes.
carry flute.
My arm hurts.
That's so
I
that's
will
so
do so.
funny.
You know how I hate to ask, but maybe you could fly me to the other side.
I'm not designed that way. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, in fact, like flute, like asked, and you all try for a second, and like
Yeah.
parts of.
Oh, they're not supposed to bend that way.
All right.
My head starts
Oh.
rotating.
Yeah.
Those are ornamental.
Thought
Those
maybe
are for
you
show.
were
It's-
Stronger. I've
yeah.
seen you punch so many monsters. I just thought maybe
It's
there
a
was
different. Those are, it's projected with arcane energy. It's not the same.
one. All right. Well,
I just
Moonboy,
don't
would you
ever
mind
really need to
flying me
carry
across?
anything because I'm so magic. I just
could you
never.
magic me across?
Yeah, probably. I'm
No,
running
let's
out of
not- let's
spell
not waste it.
slots.
Yeah. I cannot telepath you across this far. It's too far.
I can just, I'll carry him.
Klik, can you jump 100 feet?
Yeah, I'll just magic
yes.
balloon holding onto
I
Moonboy.
can. I mean, if I expend a whole bunch of things, so
Oh,
do I
okay,
know
then-
not
yeah,
to
yeah,
jump
yeah,
on
yeah.
the bookshelves?
That's up to you.
I can
I'll
use
hol-
my ring of spell storing to cast jump on flute.
And I'll holler some bardic inspiration as I'm floating across the room on my Moonboy balloon.
I will say
Moonboy.
specifically because Kai rolled a 30, you know that physically interacting with one of these bookshelves will conjure the being.
Bad idea.
Yeah, don't touch the bookshelves.
Okay.
Oh shit! Wow. Good thing
Within
I had
Don't
this
touch.
flying
80 feet
idea.
is
I was
a
literally
psychic
about to jump on one.
Yeah,
I'm
don't do that.
I'm going to float over to Flute and kind of grab him by the shoulders and lift him up. And you have to listen to my horrible, portentous chatter the whole way. I'm like, do you know that when Lunastera was destroyed, many were asleep? I dream their dreams each night.
Truly the Spirit Airlines of D&D.
Andrew, holy shit.
That is, I mean, I haven't been on a spirit flight where I'm not sat down next to some sort of grim
kind of
soothsayer. Yeah.
Give me your hand, boy.
Let me read your fingers.
I still hear their screams in the night.
Do you have any pills?
Cool, you have a 1d10 Bardic Inspiration, Klik.
So I can move 80 feet. I thought I could jump 100. How did we do that before? So I have a side-powered leap, so I can move a flying speed equal to twice my walking speed, which is 80.
But now
I
it's
thought
tripled.
There was an omnipathy. Did you cast jump on me?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he has the ring of spell storing, so he has that. This is, I would say, a good time to use it.
That one.
Sick. Okay, well, we should be fine then. I can jump
Far.
far. Whoops.
I think that solves the problem, right? Because K.A.I can fly, Moonboy and Flute, and if you get jump cast upon you, you can just like throw yourself over these bookshelves and poof. On the other end.
It's like Moonboy comes back to come pick me up, and I
She
just
sails
jump
by.
Do you guys hear the music from Space Jam playing somewhere?
Her arm
Everybody
reaches
get
out.
I want to wrap this up, but I have to pee so bad. So keep vamping on jumping, and I'll be right back because there's an important moment happening right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
So jump just doubles my. What does jump say?
Triples your jump distance.
Okay, so that's 90 feet. So I do actually have to spend a
Van Halen's Jump playing in the background.
psi-powered leap, which I haven't used since a short rest.
I will suggest to the group that we destroy all these lanterns and send all the bookshelves into the plasma abyss. But we can decide when Harlan
I can
returns.
shoot some of them down, but it is. A bit
Guys,
of a
let's
weird
refuse to participate in this dungeon anymore, okay? We need to unionize right now while Harlan is gone. Fuck this dungeon. We're not going any further.
I was
Not going
trying to
into
figure out
another
how
room.
long ago was the Heroes Feast?
It seems
it
like
was
an
like
eternity.
12 hours of.
It lasts for
role-playing.
24 though.
Yeah, but we've been in who knows how long we've been in.
It's actually
Andrew
hasn't been that
does
long. I've been
specifically know.
timekeeping.
Yeah.
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 And on the time to walk over here, it hasn't even been like half a day since we ate that Heroes Feast.
Okay. We've just been role playing for 12 hours.
Yes,
Also,
it just
in real
seems
time. It's
much-
real time role playing.
Much longer.
Yeah. How long does Heroes Feast
RTRP.
last IRL?
24 hours is what my boy just said.
No, but
Cool. So I think we all made it to the other side.
Yeah, cool. And this
And
door
we
is
have a
not.
list of demands. Oh, just kidding.
This door is not locked. So if you would like to just open it and walk through, you absolutely can.
Bad boy.
Do we
I
want
will
to-
examine it.
Do we want to
Check it.
destroy all these lanterns and send these bookcases to their plasma graves?
Well,
That
we
sounds
already
like a
jumped
job
over
for
here.
our two flyer boys.
It'd be my pitch. I'd like to not face them again.
I think that's not a bad idea, but I mean, if we're only gonna face them if we come back in here, right?
I think we should leave it. And we know, at least.
It is true. We don't even know that if they're destroyed in the plasma grave, for all we know, we're like shooting them over to the next room.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's true.
All right. Let's,
All right. I think
that's
we're gonna
true.
regret it,
Did
but-
you hear them?
It's true for all you know. Yeah, I've done a
Well,
good
we
job
know
of
that little
reminding.
Mir didn't like the
it's
fact that
fishy.
he was falling into it, so it makes me think that it's not a good thing to fall into.
So, if someone want to investigate the door,
I would like to investigate the door.
go for it.
Guidance.
I would like to see the baby.
Guidance.
A guidance?
Klik, you still have the Bardic Inspiration for 10 minutes.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Investigation?
Yep.
Ah,
27 with guidance. Thank you. Oh, no.
It's full
That's
of
wrong.
popcorn.
25 with guidance.
This door is not trapped, not locked.
This door's not trapped and not locked. Sounds fishy.
This huge golden door.
Extremely trapped.
This door may lead to the...
There you go.
It seemed like it led to the last room in a circuitous way. I could be wrong, though. So let's go.
All right, cool.
What choice do we have?
There's no other way we could go anywhere, right?
I
Unless
mean,
we
there
did
is the door that you walked through that had all the junk in that room. You don't know what that room was.
No, I don't like
That
that.
Yeah.
door formed, but we could open it, right?
Yeah.
Well, now I don't know.
You look like a little boy in a punch.
But all I saw was junk, so I think I would pitch this door.
Yeah,
This is not me as a DM telling you the right answer. I'm just saying that you all came through the shortcut that K.A.I made, through the last door that you all walked through. You open the door by force through the page. There's like book elemental, this like living spell book, and it forced you into this room. And it was dark, and there just seemed to be rows and rows of junk for as long as you could see.
Do I know which door was the green pathway and which was the purple pathway?
Yes, you do. So let's pull that map back up real quick. So
If you recall, dear viewer.
I'm gonna pull it up on Roll20 so you all can see it here. Because this is important. You all have a map to this place, which I wouldn't say is an easy answer, but it is at least a map that you have information from. And I'm just gonna kind of leave it to you all here to talk about and figure out exactly.
so
And,
it's the door at the bottom. So is this oriented the same way as far as we know? And
I
so
honestly can't answer the orientation question because of the way that this is made. A thing that we do know for sure is that K.A.I tapped into the green door in room 9 when you all came through. Like K.A.I knows that. K.A.I knows that he went into this like pink misty cloud that was the in-between of all of these rooms, and he connected the portal from the trapped place that you were in to the green tube that was connecting 9 and you can see from this map 12, and it had a golden door attached to it, and you all walked through that golden door, and you all came into this room. So yeah.
I mean,
supposed to
12
go-
could be the trash room, and that's why it's hard to. That's why it's hard to reach. I don't know.
Yep, could be. I mean, if you hacked the green door and that's the one we came through, then hypothetically that's the green one, right?
Yeah.
So do we need to get to the
Do
other
we want to
side
go
of this
to-
bottle?
Room 10 or room 12?
And also, just for the fun flavor of it, I do imagine that K.A.I has drawn this all out exactly what is on here that you all are seeing on like a piece of paper. Like you saw it all and you just like wrote it down real quick. Yeah.
There's an initial drawing that I tried to do, which is like a crazy fractal helix that makes no sense, and so then I did this one.
Just guy draw like
I
an
imagine
AI
Kai
art
just
bot.
has like a 3D.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you mean this one or like
We
this
give,
one? You know, I have a
we're
bunch of
constantly
drawings of
giving
this.
Kai
Yeah.
art requests.
Kai,
we want
all right,
room-
here's what it is. It's Barbie, but also a My Little Pony.
Moonboy is going to say, "This place, it is so regimented. That room was so cluttered. Perhaps it is something we are not meant to see. Like the destruction of Lunastera all those years ago.
And why would they send us fleeing into that room?
Because the creature was a mere beast. Its mind is not one of machines and circuits."
That's a good point.
To the junk room, the junk room.
Let's go to the junk room.
Oh.
All right,
I'll hold up my hands to be carried.
That door is closed.
So, hold on. You are not. Is it true that you are not opening the door you are in front of right now, and you're instead going back to the other side and opening that door where the junk room is?
We should have had this conversation before we crossed the room.
How about flyers? Go check it out. And we'll hang here for a second.
I fly.
New policy.
I fly.
I take to the sky and I fly.
And I will bring Flute with me if he wants to go.
Not if Klik is staying. I'll stay with Klik and
Okay.
we'll wait.
So K.A.I and Moonboy are going to the opposite door, the door that you came through, and you all are staying here at this door. Moonboy and Moonboy and Klik, do you want to open this door while they are going over there?
Open it? No.
Okay. So Flute and K.A.I, you all do want to fly back. I mean,
Moonboy.
so Moonboy and K.A.I, you do want to fly back across the room and open the door, or investigate the door that you all originally came through.
Yes. God, I hate it when they clarify.
Moonboy and K.A.I, roll an investigation check.
I'm going to give us Moon Chosen, giving us both guidance.
Give us some flavor.
We're blessed. As I'm going to say, just before we touch down, an enormous moon appears before us and then turns around to the dark side, and we both sink through it, and it bursts around us.
Wowza, yowza. Don't make it once again a 25 for me.
This door is not trapped and not locked. Moonboy, what'd you get?
Let's see.
You say as you float up to the door.
16.
Not trapped, not locked.
It's good.
I'm going to extend my hand and push it open.
Cool. Yeah, when you open it again, you see the same. It is a dark room. There's no light in the area except for coming off of your moon boots, and you just see heaps of metal. There's like a broken apart machine that is just being piled on top of by like rotting paper, and you see like a couple of skeletons in there too, and like a bunch of like bronze like shafts like just thrown on the ground. Do you want to go into this room? Do you want to go deeper in there, or?
Yeah, I think the Moonboy immediately just goes in and is kind of looking around, and I think it's pretty spooky. I think his head is turning all the way around without his body turning all the way around.
You don't need to do that.
Sure.
I'm observing.
There are better ways to get attention. All right. I would get on the walkie-talkie and say, it's the trash room for sure this way.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
The dinger.
The dinger? People? Sign of people from the dinger?
Cool. You can roll perception checks. Flute and Klik, what are you doing? Are you just chilling by the door? Just hanging out, shooting the shit?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking. We can see them, I guess, in the distance.
You have guidance,
Open door.
Kai.
It's a natural 20.
Ooh, dang! I got
for a 22.
I got a 25.
I'll give you my guidance just in case. 26.
Damn. Okay.
I did it. You did it.
Just for before we go past there, I just want to say it's very awkward between Flute and Klik because
Yeah, it's been silent.
Yeah,
We're-
totally.
They have not-
Ripping crap out of each other.
they have not.
and-
Yeah.
And also haven't really made up for the fact that Flute left and you like hit his hat and everything, and so you all are just like sitting. I want you to give me some flavor of what it is like for you all being alone for a second.
I have like a tchotchke-shaped bruise on the side of my face, and I'm like very specifically not
Yeah.
showing Klik that side of my face.
And I'm also charred from being hit with Eldritch blasts.
Oh, that's right.
Singes on the edge of my
Yeah,
clothes.
just kind of like just really examining the right side of the room.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
Klik is- I don't think she's sitting. I think she's pacing.
if you whistle, she notes it because she can't whistle, right? You don't have lips, so it's just like it's seen as passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So with these two over 20 passive perception checks, Moonboy, you fly up, right? And you can tell that at least 12 creatures are living in this room.
Jesus
And
Christ.
you know that because you can see housing, nests, as you kind of like are wearing your glowy boots and you're floating around. And you said you got a 25, right?
Yes.
And there is as you are like floating around the area, right? You see this is the biggest room. And like it's like hundreds of feet long. You can't find the other end. You can't find the other golden door. You can't find any other side of it. And as you're floating up and around too, you realize you shouldn't get too far. Like as you float up, you can see a couple of like buildings and a couple of things here and here, and you realize you shouldn't get that far from the door because it might close, right? And so you're only able to go. I know how in my mind I know how far the door goes, so I'm just going to put you in a safe amount of distance where you can come back before the door closes. So you're only able to go like a couple of like less than 100 feet into the room, really. I mean, probably a little bit more than 100, but but just even as you fly up, you can see like buildings, like nests, things like that built into these large piles of junk.
What
And
kind of nests?
I mean, you can roll a nature check or Arcana check. Either one, you'll get a different answer depending on what you roll.
I'm rolling a nature check. That is a 17.
Cool. It is some sort of mechanical creature. You're not sure what. But it just seems to have like being pushing parts into a corner. Kai,
Sure.
I'm kind of like adding this to both of your checks. But Kai, since Moonboy is doing this, as you're sitting around, you see a trail of viscera and a trail of chalk, like the things between, like the road. What are the road dividers that are just like dash, 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 dash? I feel like there's a word for that. Yeah. Like lane markers. Yeah. Just like, and they seem to be lining up pretty well too. Of viscera on the ground and chalk that seem to be like dash, dash, dash along the path that you can see between these piles of junk, like right in front of you. And yeah, that's it. You all know you don't have too much more time before you have to go back inside of the door too. So
Yeah.
even with those high checks, this is a lot for what you get with these like very brief moments of like, oop, we're here, Kai, you're keeping the foot in the door, blah blah blah, and then you have to like go back in. So
I think I come floating back down, and I am like, Kai, we must leave.
We have
this
to
is
go.
a fell place.
I created it. I found these lines.
Oh, bro, lines.
Look, one's chalk
Let's-
and one's guts.
I dibs on the chalk one.
Klik and Flute, can you both roll a perception check?
Gah.
16.
11.
You find written on the wall next to you, as you're both staring in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Klik, you see the chalk, and Flute, you see the viscera. It is written on opposite sides of the walls around the golden archway that you are. And it says the same message on both sides. It says, "We went through the far door." And the viscera is signed Knoll. And the chalk is signed Lemon.
Oh, Lemon's been here.
I don't know what they mean by the far door.
I think they mean the door that we were in.
Yeah, the door that
Oh.
we were standing by.
Okay.
We're at the wrong door.
I
I mean, if they found the way out, we're at the wrong door.
Moonboy,
Well, if you're looking for the way out.
come grab us.
Yeah, Moonboy's gonna come back out and go land where these two are.
I'll point to the messages.
Oh, also because you got a 25 and because Aaron, you rolled a natural 20. And all of the other golden doors that you have seen so far, you walk through one side of the golden door, and there is a golden door on the other side that matches it exactly. And as you all are kind of like coming back to it, like after the end of all of this investigation, as you are heading back to it, you see that the door that you were walking back through is not a golden door. the golden door seems to be broken into pieces and laying on the ground around it, and this rectangular shape just seems to be on the wall around you, and it starts to sputter and flicker as you all head back through it. And as you step back through it, you just like watch the door reform there, and you don't know what happens on the other side, but you know for sure, because you rolled so high too, you know for sure on the other side that door is broken, and you don't know what that means exactly, but it just doesn't look like any of the others you've seen so far.
Got kind of a backstage vibe to it.
Interesting.
Does it look like something that Noel did?
I think specifically we should call it there. I think there's like enough deliberation.
Because Noel has a history of breaking doors.
Yeah.
Truth.
Does the door have its spine?
Does it still
Is
have
there a
its
skeleton to the door? Yeah.
Skeleton, that's it.
Oh, there were skeletons in that room.
That is true. There
That
were hella
makes sense.
skeletons. Heletons.
They probably were removed.
Removed by a
They
professional.
definitely weren't inserted.
Oof, that's a
Yeah.
different guy.
Way less popular than
Yeah.
Noel.
Joel the skeleton adder. Yeah.
Joel the skeleton inserter.
That's a bad way to go.
Don't insert.
Nah, that's bad. That's bad.
I mean, if I had to
Okay.
choose, I'm getting
Keep
it
your bones
removed.
to yourself.
Cool. All right.
No,
Well,
I'd have another skeleton added. You know, why not?
Yeah? You think
Double
that's
down.
gonna work out for you?
this seems like a discussion for later than Heroes. So, yeah.
Where's it going? Which hatch?
Goodbye.
All right.
We'll call it for this evening. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us, especially late. Shout out to Jason Wardahl, who Wardell. That was weird. I don't know why I said it like that. My doll, Jason Wardahl.
That's
It's because he's my
art
Yeah.
pseudonym.
And
you.
yeah, thank you all so much.
Join our Discord. Join our Patreon.
Join it all. Join it all.
I do want to show
Dungeons
Jordan's
back
art for
Wednesdays.
the book monster one more time because it's just very cool.
So good.
I'm
And
pumped
it
about
only
that
got a
book
brief
monster.
feature here, but because I had a whole fight planned for it, but you all are smart and cool, and that's the nature of running a dungeon.
That will be going up on my Instagram.
That was a fight.
tomorrow,
We
along
did do the
with a
fight.
process video.
Yeah.
And maybe some little detail frames because there's some stuff that I added in that is
Yeah.
not as
It's
visible.
super
It's true.
cute.
Yeah, you're right. You did do the fight. You're right. I'm sorry for heckling you.
We fought.
We fought
Now
it.
we're fighting.
We
Cool.
only fought one of them, but we fought it.
We fought hard.
And just a reminder, truly, your Twitch subscriptions and your Patreon subscriptions keep our show afloat. We would not have been able to continue doing it for the last 6 months, a year, without the people who are currently supporting us there and subscribing there. We're going to start doing Later Than Heroes, where we stick around after this or during this week and discuss the episode with a couple to all of us, depending on people's schedules, and talking about that. And that'll get posted every week. So there's a few up there already, as well as a solo session with Flute that's getting slowly posted after I edit it. That has some juicy lore to it if you're a deep Better Than Heroes nerd. So check it out. And if you're watching this on YouTube or on Twitch and you haven't supported us, and please consider it if you can, because it would be huge to help us keep doing this for another year after we've been at almost 2.5. So
And
that's
if
it.
you're a Twitch observer, go to YouTube. Hit subscribe there. That helps us a whole lot.
Yeah, just
This-
we're so
this
close.
This is our Patreon game.
Yeah, there's a Patreon
Repos
game, and
leads.
if you're
I DM
listening,
it now.
if you're listening to the podcast, give us your stars. Give us 5 stars, and it will help other people find the podcast, and then we can get other people in here and trick them into liking us too.
Please, God,
Give
help us.
Your
Yeah.
stars.
We love
Give
you.
us your stars.
We're
We
in the
love you.
Azure Forge of capitalism.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cutting credits right after
I
that.
have
That's
to
too
go. I have to go to sleep.
Stop. Boy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than he.